For centuries, the Vatican has been accused of guarding forbidden secrets, manuscripts, relics, and testimonies that never reached the public eye. It is said that within its archives lies knowledge capable of challenging science, history, and even faith itself. Among all these rumors, one stands above the rest: the suspicion that beneath the crypts of Rome, in a sector completely inaccessible to the world, the Vatican hides the body of a fallen angel. The Vatican Apostolic Archives, popularly known as the Secret Archives, extend across more than 85 kilometers of shelving. Within them rest documents spanning over 12 centuries. Letters exchanged between kings and popes, inquisitorial records, apocryphal gospels, medieval maps, and manuscripts that have never been seen by the public. Even Napoleon looted parts of this treasure during his conquest in 1810, transporting cartloads of manuscripts to Paris. Though many were returned, some vanished forever. Inside also lie trial records of Galileo, condemned for daring to say the Earth moved around the sun; the handwritten pleas of Michelangelo, frustrated with the popes who delayed his payments for the Sistine Chapel; and papal bulls that shaped the destinies of empires. But access remains almost impossible. Only a handful of accredited scholars may enter, and only to consult specific documents. They cannot wander freely. They cannot browse. For conspiracy theorists, this secrecy is proof that behind those doors lie not only writings, but artifacts, and perhaps even beings, that could completely rewrite our view of the past. In the 1990s, unsettling stories began to circulate. Rumors claimed that priests and archivists had stumbled upon something extraordinary in a sealed chamber deep below the Vatican. Inside, they allegedly discovered a body, perfectly preserved, over 2 meters tall, with elongated limbs, striking facial features, and, most disturbing of all, remnants of wings folded tightly against its back. Some described it as both majestic and terrifying, a creature that radiated an aura of power, even in death. The Vatican never confirmed nor denied these whispers, and in silence, rumors grow louder. If such a body truly exists, it connects directly to ancient texts excluded from the Bible. The Book of Enoch, revered by early Jewish and Christian sects, but later banned by the Church, tells of the Watchers, angels who rebelled against God. They descended to earth, took human wives, and gave birth to giants known as the Nephilim. According to Enoch, these beings corrupted humanity with forbidden knowledge: astronomy, metallurgy, sorcery, even the arts of war. The flood of Noah, he claims, was sent not just to punish humanity, but to erase the offspring of these angels. Fragments of Enoch were later discovered among the Dead Sea Scrolls, and the New Testament itself, in the Epistle of Jude, quotes directly from it. Could the Vatican be hiding physical evidence of these beings? And if so, would it prove that the so-called myths of Genesis and Enoch were historical reality? Over the years, alleged leaks have fueled speculation. Some claim that blurry photographs exist, showing a winged corpse stored in a glass chamber. Others speak of documents written by archivists describing non-human entities kept in preservation vaults. In 2010, a story spread of a forbidden corridor beneath the Vatican, known as Il Corridoio del Diavolo, the Devil's Hallway, where objects linked to demons, possessions, and unexplainable beings were hidden. Another theory goes further, that multiple bodies have been found across centuries, in Mesopotamia, in Egypt, even in South America, and quietly transferred to Rome for safekeeping. For believers, this secrecy is not about faith, but about control. If proof of angels, or perhaps extraterrestrials, were revealed, Every religion on earth would be forced to confront questions it may not be ready to answer. The great debate is not only whether such a body exists, but what it would mean. If the Vatican holds a fallen angel, is it proof that biblical accounts are literal, or evidence that angels were visitors from other worlds, misunderstood by ancient humanity? Some researchers believe these beings could be remnants of a forgotten civilization, a hybrid species erased from history. Others go further. They claim the Vatican also guards ancient technology connected to these beings, devices of unknown origin, possibly capable of generating immense energy. Technology so advanced, it could alter the balance of power in the world overnight. The Church's official stance, however, remains the same. The archives are restricted not out of conspiracy, but to protect faith and prevent dangerous misinterpretations. Interestingly, some ex-priests and scholars who once worked near the archives have spoken anonymously. They describe corridors, sealed by steel doors, rooms no outsider has ever entered, and a level of security more suited to a military bunker than a library. Others whisper of exorcism records hidden in the deepest vaults, accounts of possessions so violent that the Church feared releasing them would spread panic. Could it be that these hidden vaults protect something far more valuable than books? Something alive with meaning, even in death? Imagine if tomorrow, the Vatican announced the discovery of a fallen angel beneath Rome. The faith of billions would be shaken. Science would face questions it cannot answer, and history would no longer be a straight line. It would become a labyrinth, with missing pieces suddenly revealed. Perhaps that is why this secret remains buried, not because it doesn't exist, but because humanity may not yet be ready to face it. So, is the Vatican truly hiding a fallen angel, or is this only a legend nurtured by centuries of silence and imagination? The truth may never be revealed, but I ask you, do you believe these are mere myths, or proof that our history is far more complex than we've been taught? Leave your theory in the comments, subscribe for more forbidden mysteries, and join me next time as we journey deeper into humanity's hidden past.